what I'm going to talk about today. Dupixent. Awaiting Dupixent Arc in my life. Yeah. What's the date today? Today is the 9th of the July, 2026. I went to the dermatologist on the 18th of June. Got approved to Dupixent. It's been 1, 2, 3 weeks today. 3 weeks, delivering it today. Hopefully, anyway. I hasn't even done it today yet, but 3 weeks waiting on top. And also, it took me 6 months to even fight for this thing and get it. Started in January fighting for it. They wouldn't give it to me. They wanted to give me methotrexate. I had to do a skin biopsy and all this other rubbish. Go appointment after appointment after appointment just to say like no, I don't want to. I don't want that one. I don't want that one. I want this one. I want this one. I don't do Dupixent. Eventually, I saw another dermatologist, and the guy, he was like, yeah, he was pretty good. He wasn't, like horror stories with Dupixent, or horror stories with dermatologists. Horror stories with Dupixent as well. I guess doesn't work for some people. We'll see how it even works. Works for me or not, we'll find out, won't we? But I believe it will work. Yeah, I just got like some sort of calling, because I hear all the other cyclosporin, methotrexate, flipping. I'm just like, these ones, do some research. I'm like, these ones, they don't call me, but for some reason Dupixent is calling me. He's on the phone like, yo, come. Yeah, and I'll come. I'll see if he's a good man or a bad man. See if he messes me up, that's fine, because he's calling me. So if I jab myself in the stomach and I get a reaction, honestly, I'll be happy, because I've tried it. I've opened the door and I've seen what he has given me. The rumination will stop. Like the closed door. I'm just looking at the door all the time, and you think, what's behind that door? I have to find out, because we live in this day and age where we have these technologies, or biologics, whatever they call them. And we don't live like 100 years ago, where they didn't even have steroids back then. We have these tools. Use them, see if they work, and live your life, because eventually we're gonna die anyway. So who even cares? We got flipping blessed or cursed, whatever word you want to use, with that iatrogenic disease. Iatrogenic, you know what that is? Let me do a quick Google. Iatrogenic disease, topical steroid withdrawal. We have the eczema, which is from us. Then they give us a steroid cream. Put the steroid cream on. It suppresses the immune system. The flipping glands. You got our kidneys, and then getting a bit of a brain fart right now. The adrenal glands. They ruin the adrenal glands. So obviously, when we go off the steroids, our adrenal glands wake up and they're like, oh, what's going on? They can't handle the pressure. So then our body is just messed up. That's basically like the basic version of it. Yeah, if you want to go into it, I could go into it in another video. I do know about this stuff, but honestly, today I just can't bother. Today I'm just can't be asked, because waiting to pick some for so long, so much rubbish has happened in the past 3 weeks. And even the fact that it weighs heavy on the mind, the iatrogenic, the unfairness of a disease, where you go to someone, they label doctor, and they give you a medication. They say this will help, so you use it, you put it on. And what happens? You get another disease. Even worse disease, even more painful disease. You would have been better not even using this stupid medication. Iatrogenic is when, literally unintentional cause and effect from a medical treatment from a healthcare provider. It's come from some Greek word. Do a quick Google of it. Iatrogenic. So we got the eczema, and topical steroid withdrawal to deal with. And then Dupixent will come along, and hopefully it'll like stop the signals of inflammation coming in, like IL-4, IL-13. It'll come in and it'll like put a wall on those signals so your body can like have a rest and heal. As you can see, my body is just red everywhere. Honestly, I'm itching right now, but I just stopped the itch. I'm just not itching because I mean I had this my entire life, so I've come to a point where I can't just stop the itch. But some days, you know, you just go crazy. It's just training the mind. Oh, bro's gone on a walk somewhere, but oh, there he is. No man. Got my boy here, which I use to strengthen the forearm and strengthen stop when I want to itch. Sometimes I do a little bit itch, and then I go to this guy because to build a pattern. I mean, I've been doing that for years. It's not a quick fix. It's just something to stop you doing so much damage to yourself. I do recommend it. It's just like a forearm grip thing. Get one on the big Amazon or whatever. I mean, if you don't want to support Amazon, then fair enough. But the unfairness of this disease, the unfairness of life. Life is unfair. That's just a fact of life. I mean, we live in this day and age where we got like YouTube, we got technology, we got whatever advantages compared to people 100 years ago. They would look at us and think, oh, it was so unfair, so jealous. And then even like 200 years ago, 400 years ago, they'd be jealous of those people. Oh, they get to fly in airplanes and travel on the train. It's just, that's just how life is. Life is unfair. Whatever time you get born into, what luck you have, what cards you're dealt. It's just a fact of life. And then we gotta play the game we have with the cards we're dealt. So with the cards we're dealt, eczema, TSW, we can't see it as a curse or a blessing. It's up to you. But honestly, there's days where you see it as a curse because it's plays so heavy on your mental. It's plays so heavy on your brain where you're just like, you're in pain. I mean, I have it everywhere. Now I have it every single inch of the body. There's no place that has been spared. Some days it's just so heavy, you're there like, oh my god, I can't be bothered. I hope I just like, bro, just take me right now. Take me today. Oh, you know, you walk across the street, and I mean, you don't even look both ways sometimes. But obviously, it don't happen because it's not supposed to happen. The unfairness of life, though, you can see it as a blessing instead. My unfair advantage. I'm making this video, connect with other people, tell a story. I'm transforming it into a blessing by doing this. I encourage other people to do it, but obviously it's very hard to be so vulnerable and exposing. The plays heavy. Heavy on I mean, I'm 26 years old. Born with it. Some people, they have like a before and after. I don't even I that's like a different type of pain. Before and after. Where I mean, I can only imagine before and after. I mean, you have a healthy body, that's grief, guys. That's grief. And then you don't have the body anymore. That is pain. It's real pain, that is. And then they have the my side, or people like me who have it from day one. We don't have any memory of how it feels to have a normal body. All you know is the itch and the burning, the flares, the ooze, the way people look at you, the comments, the pain, the dryness, the mornings, they're just pure pain. And you think why it was given to me. Also, I 100% just think is a gift, because the way my life has turned out, I wouldn't change. I wouldn't change it, because your brain plays the stories of, like, it looks up certain places in your life where things could have worked out differently, and it only tells you the positives. Like, oh, if only I would have happened to be friends with those people. Oh, if that wouldn't have happened, something else would have happened. It tells you this the positive thing. But it's not a true fact. It's just made up stories. It could have been worse. Your life could have been worse if something else happened. Your life could have been worse if you didn't have the eczema TSW. Your life might have been even worse. You just don't know that story. You got this story instead. So I come to accept. Acceptance is powerful. I come to accept this is just what life is. See how the story plays out. Acceptance is powerful. Despite acceptance, you can still have grief, be angry at the fact of the unfairness of life and what it does to you. The fact there's so many people on the Dupixent right now. There's so many people on the methotrexate or any other immunosuppressant, and they gotta take these medications just to live. It's funny because I went there, and they tell me, they're like, I asked them, like, do I need to do this again to get approved? They were like, you're approved now, it's finished. Like, you just go on it for life. I was like, oh, okay. That's just what their plan is. They literally just want to put you on the medication for life, and then it's finished. There's no trying to get a cure, trying to fix. It's just suppress. That's the only option they have in their drop down menu. I mean, like, in like 100 years, NHS might just be full of robots. It might just be like, like John the Robot. You go to him and he's just like, oh, John the Robot, I got this issue, dry skin, red skin, itchy skin. And then John Robot is like, oh, that's been labeled eczema. Let's look at my drop down menu. Oh, we got these immunosuppressants and biologics and steroid creams. Okay, let's do. Oh, then it's got like a pathway. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we'll give that one first and that one. Oh, that one don't work. Okay, that one now. Now that one. Oh, they're not. None of them working now. He's coming back to me all the time. Oh no. John the Robot then goes to his supervisor, flipping Abdul, and he's like, Abdul, we got Rizwan over here. None of the medications are working for him. And then they probably might have some other thing by then, and then they give him that one, and they give him that one. If nothing works, then bro, it's like, oh, good luck, go somewhere else. Because they're just a service provider. And then, yeah, right now, humans do it. But that's what I'm trying to tell you with this story. Humans are just robots. They're just the robots. They don't care about the empathy, compassion, understanding your pain. I've heard so many stories. They go to the dermatologist and they cry in front of them. The dermatologists don't care about you crying. They're gonna slap you with the drop down menu box and say Assalamu alaikum, and then boom. Have a good time, good luck. I woke up today feeling quite heavy. I mean, it's heat wave right now. So, I mean, there's pros and cons to the heat wave where your skin feels a bit more moist. And I can, like, moisture it up. You can actually move with a bit less pain. Yeah, I sleep better. I mean, some people, it flare and it gets worse, but for me, it's better. Better than the cold, anyway. And for some reason, my mind, it's like a cumulative emotional pain. The mind is just always, it's always thinking about the unfairness of life and lost time. Time you'll never get back. It's just different type of pain. Like, people don't understand who have never lost time. Like, you know, imagine a life where people, they live their life like this. Yeah, you got your pros and cons. You got your unfair advantages and advantages in life. Yeah, disadvantage. But you live. You got a healthy body. You make whatever choices you make. You live. You know, you make mistakes. You win. But you always have control over your choices and body, and you do whatever you want to do. Even if, like, you're 35 years old now, an absolute retard bum who's like homeless. But I mean, people are homeless. The thing is, they ain't got a healthy body. Unfortunately, their life just turned out like that. I don't know what led to that life. And sometimes it's not always so black and white, where it's not their fault. Fault is just a rubbish word. You don't know the full story. And there's some people who are there, and it was completely there. No, not fault. It's their actions led to that outcome. Yeah, it's not just like boom, one action and then homeless. It's like 1,000 cuts, 1,000 actions led to that. And they could have, like, gone down another path if they made a different action, but it just kept on going down, down and down, and then there we go. Some people, they like that because that's just how it is. And then we got other people, the body's like us. The body doesn't want to work like a normal body. So then here we are, fighting a body that doesn't work, and we're just trying to live. Our choices are most affected by, does our body work today, or what's the body done today. You know, I go to school, and I'd be like, some days I wouldn't go to school because the body just didn't work, and they would tell me, oh, you're like a truant, you're like misbehave. Even though I showed them the medical evidence, they just didn't care. There's one twat who didn't care. And it's quite difficult when people don't acknowledge the pain. If I had a healthy body, all I would do was literally put my head down, work, do what I was told, boom, boom, boom. Back then. I mean, one time, literally, this person literally brought the police on me. My attendance in one of the years was like 80%. Not 80%, but 40%. I mean, it was 80% in other years, but the lowest one was 40%. Because of how much I lost. I was like year 8. Year 8 was when my life just went boom, down. Because the event happened where I got these fissures. And the body was under so much stress. Stress from physical pain and mental pain, loneliness. Because back then I had no friends. And no one who really understood. I mean, I looked around, I didn't see anyone else who had any physical pain, illness who really destroyed their life. In my class anyway. I saw other people in the year who were like disabled. But not like this one, where this one's like hidden, you know. That's why I say eczema is like a silent beast, where they don't acknowledge it. People have it on their finger, and then a little patch, and they be like, yeah. They don't acknowledge it. It's just widespread, and how much effect it has on your body. And then, yeah, these twats, they just didn't care. Anyway. Wait, Dupixent will come today or tomorrow, or I'll start it soon. We'll see what happens. And works, it works. If it doesn't work, I try something else. Story continues.